Hey guys, late Boy Scout. We're going to take some first shots today with the XDS 45. Give you kind of a rundown of how the gun feels, maybe do a little comparison as far as form factor goes to my Kahr CM9. Obviously they're completely different calibers, so we won't put any of that into it, but let's shoot this a little bit at some steel plates and then we'll put it on paper in a little bit, see how I like this gun. Come on. All right, well, at least I got those two. Took a little while. Was that 5 shots?
It seemed like it was.
It went fast.
Because there's, that's the one thing you'll notice right away with a single stack subcompact 45.
Oh yeah.
Only 5 shots.
Only 5 shots and they go quick. All right, we're reloaded. I've done a little bit of dry fire with that. I think I'm a little more comfortable with it. We'll see if I can be slightly more accurate.
White, black. Second black, first black. "3B.
Oh,
Out.
I was holding down that slide release apparently. This is a good time to show you the standard magazine versus the extended magazine. The standard is flush fitting, and that holds 5 rounds. The extended will hold 7, and we'll show you how that looks in comparison. Gives you more of a grip there. That is a slim gun, and that's pretty nice for concealment. But I'd say that it's got a nice, kind of a full grip as far as this dimension is concerned, which I do really like. So we'll see how that feels in comparison with that extended magazine on it. There we go. Fully seated? I think we're fully seated.
Okay.
All right, ready when you are.
Okay. 3A.
Ah, what? Okay, now we're fully seated. I don't know what was wrong there, but it does have that loaded chamber indicator, which probably was not raised up before. Now it is. Ready to shoot. 3A?
3A.
Okay.
White, black. Black, black.
And we're out. 7 rounds goes fast too. It does feel quite a bit better with that little extended magazine on there. For concealed carry, I would really love to have that additional capacity and additional grip for a second magazine. It would really make a difference, I think. Pretty cool gun. We'll put this on paper here in a little bit, but shooting at steel is a lot of fun.
You're right about having to have it dead on.
Or even slightly high.
Yep.
So we'll compare real quickly the XDS with the Kahr CM9, and we'll admit also and acknowledge real quickly that of course that's a 45 and that's a 9mm. However, this is also made and offered in 9mm, so I think the dimensional comparison is worth trying out and checking out. One of the things that I want to point out about the Kahr is that this grip right here from front to back is pretty small. Now that's, if there were one complaint I had about this gun, that would probably be it. However, it's also a strength for concealability. It really makes this thing disappear into your waistband, into your holster, wherever you decide to carry this. It really disappears because that small handle, that's almost a peg-like grip there, it's just very small. I also have not found that to be too difficult to hang on to. I've gotten some pretty decent accuracy with the Kahr CM9 considering its small barrel, which again the length is maybe 3 inches, maybe less. However, given that small grip, I'm still able to get some decent accuracy out of it. We'll compare that to the XDS, which I think has a much more comfortable grip width, or width. Let's use this as that width dimension for now. I think it is quite a bit wider, and that does make for just a nicer gun to hold on to. So for shooting, for carrying, for shooting it's going to be a lot nicer. For carrying, you could make the argument that it's going to be a little less concealable, but not by a whole lot. We look at the dimensions of it, it is going to be slightly longer, and we're going to have to stack the Kahr on top of the XDS to really see that. The XDS is a bit longer than the Kahr. As far as the actual height, it's roughly the same, with the flush fitting magazine in it, that is. So the overall dimensions of these two guns are not too different. We'll try to compare them this way as well. If we compare the slide width, the Kahr and the XDS are about the same. It's possible that the Kahr is slightly thinner, but I don't think it is. It's, for all intents and purposes, it's about the same width as the XDS. Really, the height, or the length, that is to say, the overall length is longer on the XDS. That's one of those dimensions that I think you can most easily get away with as you're concealing, since this will go down inside your waistband or your holster or whatever the case might be. So that's going to be not that big of a deal as far as the concealability of that gun. I think what it comes down to is this has a much nicer grip on it as far as just for shooting, and the comfort factor, the ergonomic factor. If that's a bigger deal to you for your concealed carry gun, the XDS might be the one that you want to go with. Now let's get this XDS 45 on paper and just see how we do from about 7 yards. So that was just 10 rounds with the XDS 45 on paper. My conclusion as far as accuracy is concerned with this gun, practical accuracy for concealed carry, is that it's perfectly fine. And my first shot was very close to center. So that tells me that with no sort of learned anticipation, which I have a problem with, most shooters have to try to train that away, and I'm still working on it. With no anticipation of the, blast of the muzzle, I was able to get pretty close to center. And if I were able to get that under control and really kind of, have a better press with no sort of muzzle dipping of that gun, and just kind of do lots more dry fire practice with it in order to maintain that, I could probably get that kind of accuracy pretty consistently. So the XDS platform, whether it be the 45, the 9, or any other future versions, I think is an excellent concealed carry handgun. Man, I don't know, I might consider in the future for myself. There's a quick field review. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm the Late Boy Scout. We'll see you later.